So statistics is basically menu 6. So when you press menu and you press 6, you enter into the statistics mode. Now there are different form of statistics that you can perform. We'll obviously be discussing the most common areas of statistics, that is measures of central tendency, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variations, variance, coefficient of variation, maximum value, minimum value, how all these things can be calculated, and how time consuming the task is when it is done manually, and how when we use calculator it will be a time saver. Moreover, we can do these particular features in both the grouped data and the ungrouped or the raw data, and I will be explaining you that. So let's begin and let's look at the first example. Consider the following data, and if you look at this data, you will realize it is a scattered data or a raw data or ungrouped data, whatever you call it. And from this given data, you need to find the mean. I hope everyone is aware of the facts. Mean is sum of all values divided by number of values. You will be able to find the sum of all observations, population variance, population standard deviation, sample variance, sample standard deviation, lower quartile, upper quartile, median, minimum value, maximum value, and coefficient of friction, a coefficient of variation. Please also realize that since this is an ungrouped data, therefore we will press 1. Ungrouped data means one variable. So I will press 1. Now the calculator is asking me to enter the values. So these are all the values. If you note, these are 24 values. So I will enter all these values one by one. And I want all of you to follow along with me so that you can enter the data along with me. 2 is equals to, after every value you need to press equals to, so that that particular value gets stored. 2 3 2 2 5 6 7 5 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 5 6 and 7, and I have inserted all 24 values. I will tally the values so that just in case I have missed out on anything, I do not make a mistake. 2 3 2 2 5 6 7 5 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 5 6 7. I think that is correct. Once you have entered all the values, after entering the data, you have to press OPTN or the option button. And when you press option button, it's asking select type, editor. You don't need to edit any value. Editor would have been used if you need to edit any value. You need one variable calculation. So you will press 3 for one variable calculation. And now you need not do anything at all. All these values are given as the answer. Arithmetic mean is 4.37. I'll pop up the window for you. I hope this is now more obvious. Mean is 4.37. Sum of all observations is 105. Population variance is 581. Population standard deviation is 5.06 or 5.07. Sum of population standard deviation is 2.25. Sample variance is 5.28. Sample standard deviation is, you scroll down, 2.299. The number of values are 24. Minimum value of the data is 1. Lower quartile is 2. Median is 4.5. Upper quartile is 6. And maximum value is 9. If you would have done this manually, it would definitely have taken a lot more time to do all these things than the time that has been taken to insert this data and find all the answers. I hope this is clear. All I did was I entered the data. Once I have entered the data, I pressed option button, I press 3, and automatically everything is done for me. I hope this is clear. The name of each symbol is also written on this slide. If now, I think this is obvious. The name of each symbol is also written on the screen on the PowerPoint slide that I'm showing to you, so that you know what each symbol means. If you note, I have answered all parts except coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation is done separately. I need to insert the data now, because for the next part I will be needing data. So unfortunately we have to insert data all over again. Menu 6, 1, and I will insert the data now. That is 2 is equals to 3 is equals to 2 is equals to 2 is equals to 5 is equals to 6 is equals to 7 is equals to 5 is equals to 4 is equals to 5 is equals to 6 is equals to 7 is equals to 8 is equals to 9 is equals to 1 is equals to 2 is equals to 3 is equals to 4 is equals to 3 is equals to 2 is equals to 1 is equals to 5 is equals to 6 is equals to 7 is equals to. I pressed OPTN button, I pressed 3, and I got all the answers that I was searching for earlier. Now I will go onto the data. I will press the option button. To go back onto the data, you need to press AC button. All clear. You press option, you press 4. When you press 4, it's written statistics 1 variable. Now you press option again, you scroll down and you press 2. Now you see the signs that are here. These signs are the values of these signs that are stored in the calculator now. We have already found sigma x, we have already found mean, we have found variance, standard deviation, all these things. The formula to calculate coefficient of variance is sigma x. Please note sigma x is 3. Can you all see that? Where my cursor is, sigma x is 3. So I will press 3. I will press divide. I will press option again. I will scroll down. I will press 2. And now I need to divide this by mean, x bar. X bar is 1. So I will press 1. And then I will multiply it by 100. The formula for coefficient of variation is variance upon standard deviation, variance upon mean into 100. And the answer is 51.455. For your convenience, I have in all the slides, I have mentioned exactly what buttons I am pressing, because statistics is a relatively difficult area. In order for your convenience, I have even mentioned which option is being performed when I'm scrolling up, when I'm scrolling down. Everything has been mentioned for you. I hope this is clear. All right, so this was ungrouped or scattered data. Now I will do the same thing again, but this time I'll do this for a grouped data. I hope everyone knows when there are grouped data, when there is grouped data, we have a tabulated form 1, 20, 2, 19, 3, 18. I have purposely written 2 4s so that none of you try and feel that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in order to make the data a bit complicated, not very complicated, just a bit complicated, I have 4 2 times, so that when I'm inserting it, it's very obvious to you. So I will press menu and 6. I will enter the statistics mode. When it is raw data, I press 1. When it is grouped data, I press 2. I press 2, and now it is asking me for columns X and Y. Columns X and Y are these values, the values of X and Y. So let me write those values for you. 1 is equals to, I'm first writing all X values. 2 is equals to, 3 is equals to, 4 is equals to, 4 again, 5 is equals to, 6 is equals to, 7 is equals to. And now I'm writing the Y values. 20 is equals to, 19 is equals to, 18 is equals to, 17 is equals to, 16 is equals to, 15 is equals to, 14 is equals to, 13. So I have inserted the data. Now I need to find all these things: sum of X, sum of Y, sum of product of X and Y, mean values of X, mean values of Y. So I have two datas with me, and I'll do that, and I will press option, and I will select 3. Why 3? Because it is 2 variable calculation. Initially I was doing 1 variable calculation. So when I press 3, I will get all the things that were required in the question, and over and above that, lots of other things that can be asked in exams. So I have mean of X, I have mean of Y, I have sigma X, variation of X. I have all possible things that the examiner can ask for. I have minimum value of X, minimum value of Y, maximum value of X, and maximum value of Y. I hope this is clear to all of you. So when we have two set of datas, we can also find when we have two set of datas, we can also find the regression constant A, the regression coefficient B, and coefficient of correlation R. This is sometimes required in exams where you need to tell how the correlation between the two set of values are. So the set of in order to do that, this is sometimes required in exams where you need to tell how the correlation between the two set of values are. So the set of in order to do that, what I'll do is I will press menu and 6 and enter all the data, which I already have entered the data, and then I will press option and I will press 4 to find the results. Initially in the previous thing, I needed all these values, right? For all these values, I pressed option 3 and I got all the values. For regression, I need to press option and 4. When I press option 4, I get A, that is 21.357, B, that is minus 1.21, and R, that is minus 0.991. So what does A, B, and R represents? A is regression constant A, B is regression coefficient B, and R is coefficient of correlation. So in some exams, you are supposed to find these values. And once again, it's a lengthy task to do all this. But with the help of calculator, you just need to insert the data and automatically things are done for you.